Alright guys, welcome to a new tutorial video, and today it's about the SA342 Gazelle. As you can see, the Lima variant but without weapons, because we just want to do the startup today. So we will hop in the cockpit, and the first thing we want to do is close the doors with right control and C. Usually I prefer to fly without them, it's just cooler. But I will just close in for the tutorial so you understand me better, or so I don't have to regulate the audio too much afterwards. So, since the update we got a tablet, of course, we will put it up, and to start it you will want, push this button in the middle, down in the middle once, and it will turn on. So, it takes away, doesn't matter. Then you want to go, wait a second, okay, to these switches here. Pitot switch on, master arm on, trim on, battery, alternator, and generator on, okay? DEBR-EFF on. And then you want to turn on your fuel pump and your convoy tank on/off, okay? The switch. And when you turn on your fuel pump, you want to hit the switch on the clock so it starts taking a time. Because after you started the fuel pump, you want to wait 20 seconds for it to do its thing. And in this time, you can already put your rotor brake to that position and check that your fuel flow lever is in the down or 0% my god, 0% position. I'm sorry. So over 30 seconds already, push the button again and then push this button to reset the clock, okay? And then you can put your generator to the up position to M. Mic M is in the French helicopters already always on, okay? You can see the lights going on, and now you want to wait. That's your RPM gauge for the engine RPM and the rotor RPM. You want to wait till the engine RPM is at about 25, and as soon as that happens, you want to slowly advance your fuel flow lever. But do it really slowly, because when you do it a little bit too fast, you will crash your engine and it's gone, and you can do the whole startup again and you need a new helicopter. So do it slowly. Be advised, I have the fuel flow lever on my axis here, so just to show you, when I move it here, it will move in the game, okay? So just so you know. So slowly move it. The engine RPM will go up at a certain point, and you want to put the needle on the 30 mark, and as soon as it reaches the 30 mark, you will stop, and you will see that the blades will begin to turn. Alright, and the little needle, which stands for the rotor RPM, will of course go up and will then stay at the 30% mark. It will always go where the engine RPM is, okay? Or the needle of the engine RPM. And you will wait until it reaches the engine RPM, and then you will continue to slowly put your fuel flow lever forward. As you can see, I'm doing it really slowly because it's pretty easy to crash the engine, okay? And then you want to advance your fuel flow lever all the way up to 100% until the needle is between the two red lines. Okay, we have 100%, and the rotor RPM is always between the two red lines. Already, also at 100%. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is down here, this panel, the autopilot panel, put all these three switches up. It's for pitch, yaw, and roll. and put this switch up. That's the main autopilot switch. Okay. And you want to go up here to your artificial horizon, left click mouse and hold for it to calibrate, wait until it's stable, and let go the mouse. Looks exactly like this in the real world. Then you want to go to your backup artificial horizon, left click mouse, and with a mouse wheel you can calibrate it and then let go the mouse. Then put this knob to CM, so one right click with the mouse, and check that the RWR is on. It is, or put it to Croc as preferred. So, alright. Then we want to go to our Nadia navigation system. It's pretty nice in the Gazelle. Works just with coordinates, and it shows you the distance, the time to the target, and the heading. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, the system. Not very complex, but really nice to use. Very nice system, but I will explain that in another tutorial. So just for the startup, put this knob with one right click of the mouse at first to the first position and wait until the 3 lights, air, en route and nav, are off. Okay. When you have weapons, you can put your master arm switches to on if you want. I usually don't do that. I just do it before I'm flying into combat, because I have 2 switches that look exactly like this one's in the cockpit on my control panel from Whirlpool. So yeah, okay. Then we want to go to our collective and put the cover up. That's the flare dispense cover. All right. When you have it down, you can't dispense flares. And now you want to put on your flares on your flare control panel. I'm sorry for the sounds outside. Very sorry. But when I close the window, I will probably gonna die of heat, I think. So sorry for that. Okay. And you see all the lights are going on. So now you can, with one press of the flare dispense button, fire one flare on each side. So one right, one left at the same time. Just for example. Okay. Perfect. Also on the collective is the lighting control for the landing lights. I also have it on my collective. With the switch you can see moving, you put it on, and with this switch you can retract or extend the light. Okay, so we will extend. And now we want to go back to the, to the Nadia navigation system. And as we can see, the 3 lights are off, and we would then want to put this knob at the second position to terre. Terre stands for ground or something, and means navigating over land. Okay. As I said, I will explain that in another tutorial. Just for information, waypoint 1 is always your starting point. So where I'm standing at is exactly these coordinates. And when I fly away and want to find back to where I started, I just need to look at the heading and the distance. So here, so it always points back to my starting point, just so you know. All right, and last but not least are the navigation lights and the anti-collision lights. And that it was. That was a startup of the Gazelle. I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something and are able to use it by yourself in the Gazelle, hopefully. We will see us in the next tutorial. Have fun, fly safe, and goodbye.